What's going on, guys? Welcome to 2023 deer season. Very first hunt. Here super early, like 4:18. It get dark to like 8. I don't really anticipate killing anything. I'm just more curious. Don't get me wrong, I got my bow with me, my crossbow with me, sighted in. Everything's ready to go for one to be popped. Keep in mind, I've never killed one with the bow before, so could be watching history. But anyway, I set up a tripod feeder earlier in the week, and I'm concerned if it's still standing. Curious on that. I got a trail camera up. I might stop up here and put another trail camera up on the other stand that I don't have a feeder on. But I'm curious if that tripod feeder is still standing or not. So we'll definitely, hopefully, be able to show what was on trail camera at the end of this video, whether if we kill something or see anything or not. Don't worry about me talking. We are a long hike from the stand. Ooh, just got done weed eating this in the last video. It's nice not to have to worry about some copperheads that are all over the place out here. So let's make this track into the woods, crawl up in the stand. I got a pad with me that we can sit on. Hopefully see one. Stay tuned, guys. The one-man stand, trail camera, and a reason why I don't want to hunt at this spot. Kids whooping and hollering their heads off on a side-by-side. Alright, set this trail camera up. Guys, we made it. Feeder's still up. Trail cam's still up. Let's get up here in the stand. What's going on, guys? Welcome to hunt number 2, bow season 2023. We are super late to the game this evening. It's 6:28. Official sundown is 7:37, which means that we can stick one as late as, what's that? 47, 57, 07, 8:07. Whew. But I ain't trying to track a deer in the dark. But there is a valid reason why I'm so late, but we won't get too much into that. Main reason why we coming out was I wanted to come out yesterday, but Tucker, if you've been a subscriber to the channel long enough, you know that the dog lives out here, old hound dog, split his ear wide open, and he's easy to go bonkers and bananas, and The owners wanted to keep him as docile as possible, so I didn't get to come out yesterday, so we're coming out here on Monday evening. Main reason is I want to pull these trail camera cards. It's been another week since we checked them. If you remember, last video or video right before this or hunt right before this, I don't really know how I'm gonna send this footage out or if it'll ever make it out, but there was only raccoons on the trail cam, 0 deer. And I also put up another trail camera, but there's not a feeder there on the one-man stand. So we're gonna pull both of those cards. I'm gonna take my laptop out with me. We'll climb up in the stand. I do have my bow with me, even though we've got about an hour left until I'm probably gonna shoot if something comes out. But if there's no deer on those cameras, we're packing it back up, putting the cards back in the trail camera, and we taking it back to the house. So stay tuned. We're about to pull off here and start trouncing around in the woods, see what's on camera, and then maybe stick around a little bit and hunt a bit. Stay tuned, guys. Trail cam number 1. Alright, we'll check this here in a second. Second camera looks like the battery's dead. Let's climb up here and see what we got. Battery died. Alright guys, went back and grabbed that camera. Trouncing around all in prime time, but I can't help it. Got that camera, I'm gonna put it over here. I definitely want a camera on the feeder. Can't go another week without a camera on this feeder. Let's change these out. Too much stuff hadn't been eating this corn. Still got a lot in it, still heavy. Just went off at 6 though. All right, camera, get them good. Well, we're back here deer hunting. It has been a while, but tonight the conditions look right. They look great and ripe and right. It's cloudy, I don't know if you can see that. Right now it's 64 degrees. It rained last night and it's going to rain tomorrow, I believe. So they should be moving tonight. It's 4:45, feeder goes off at 6. Sunsets at 7, and another little hidden agenda on today's hunt is the Braves are facing elimination in the playoffs for playing the Phillies. And if you recall, if you are a long-time OG of the channel, a couple of years ago when the Braves won the World Series, every game of the World Series that the Braves won, I went hunting, so I did my part. So I'm gonna do my part again tonight. Hopefully they are roaming. It's been such a long time, I don't even know if there's feed in the feeder. So that'd be interesting to see if any feed gets shot out. If not, then we'll need to come back and pull the cards. We're gonna pull the cards today too, and won't be able to check those until tomorrow. So I'm still gonna sit, not knowing if anything's been coming, but surely something has had to have come and eat on that feed. So I left a good little pile of it last time when I poured it all in there. So we'll see, it's been a while. I fully expect that pile to be gone. Who knows if it's deer, raccoon, rat, squirrels, who knows. But if you recall, I did move the cameras a lot closer to the feeder. So I've still yet to have a deer on camera, but we have let it sit a long time. So we're pulling in, let's walk back there, change out the cards, go sit. Hopefully, deer come by. We'll get a shot. Stay tuned. All right, already changed out the card on the other one. Looks like still there any corn in it? Yeah, a little bit. Not much. Let's change out this card. I think that's about all of the feed. They sounded pretty empty to me. But there's a pile of birds that are being super loud. Right here, right before that feeder went off. But let's see if that feeder calls anything in. Well, I don't know how much got caught on camera, but finally saw some deer tonight. First one, some loud squawking was. I don't know what that was. It's on camera. I'll put that here. Comment down below if you know what that squawking noise was. But as soon as I heard that squawking, I look up and I see the tail, you know, white tail of a deer heading off in the thick. So I wouldn't have been able to get a shot on it. It was super thick. And then a few minutes later, there was about a 4-point buck that ran up to my right, but he stayed off in the thick too. And then about 15 minutes later, a doe comes sprinting from the right. I mean, sprinting full tilt towards the stand and the feeder, and then gets about 10 yards from the stand. I had zero prep. I had no time to get the camera ready. I think maybe I got some of them on camera, maybe. I slowly pull my bow up. He knows something's not right, so I stop. He turns broadside, his head's behind a tree. So I get my bow set, and then as soon as I quietly and quickly click off the safe on the crossbow, he made a big skedaddle. So he sensed something wasn't right. Dang, I went from 0 deers to 3 in one night. So go home, check out the trail camera. We'll check that out tomorrow and we'll post that. See what was on there. I'm sure some of these deer were on that feeder, but none of them came near the clearing. But things are heating up. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time. Going to refill the corn feeders. One of the cheap bags we bought of paper is busted. You can see it's leaking. Well, at least the deer will know where to go. Oh well, 1 week from rifle. Stay tuned. We're salvaging what we can.
Bag busted.
Yeah, had a 50-pound bag. We might salvage 30, 35 pounds.
Cheap bag.
Yeah, cheap bag, no doubt. Well, got a trail of deer corn going to the feeder. Both cameras. Reset. 1 more week of both. Muzzle loader started today, but that ain't me. So we got 1 week to see if we can kill one with the bow, because once rifle opens, that bow will be in the closet till next year. So I might come 2 or 3 times next week and see if we can't kill one. Let's get on to the house and watch the dogs play Vanderbilt. Go Dogs. There's where it first popped. Dog, where'd you come from? Dog is out of here. Alright guys, we are back at it again. October the 16th, 2023. I feel like I'm killing one tonight, whether if I've got to not worry about this camera and worry about that shot, which I don't think that's what ruined it last time, but it would be one less thing to worry about with a novice such as myself, and only got to focus on killing a deer. But I would like to record this experience of deer hunting. I told somebody the other day I'm making mistakes, you know, that a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old would make somebody who's just learning how to hunt, but I'm making it at 40 and 41 years old because I didn't grow up hunting. But anyway, I've grown to enjoy it. But let's see, this time last year, I don't know if I can find this. I'm sure I can find a video with the property owner up here. They had this monstrous timber rattler. If I can find it and turn it into an MP4, I'll put it right here. So that was a year ago today, just a monster. Just got done eating, lethargic. It's turned cold though, so hopefully snakes might be out of the hole right now, but they shouldn't be too active. But definitely something to keep my eye out for, my feet out for as I'm trouncing around in the woods. But morale is high. They have been at that feeder all day long, every day, every time I pulled a card. Not really there at dark time, but all during the day. It rained some earlier today, so they should have been bedded up or bedded down and should be out moving right now, I believe. We've got 2.5 hours of legal shooting light. So let's put one on the ground. I feel like tonight's gonna be the night. First time ever killing one with the bow. Stay tuned.
Well, on Saturday, we had that big corn spill. 0 corn up this trail. So, shh. Well, I took a shot at one, but it was way too far. And he did not duck, so it went underneath him. Should have aimed a little higher.
There it is, guys. My first deer with the crossbow. I don't even see the stand, but that is 50 yards. Oh my gosh, what a shot. And he went 20 yards before he died. Man, let's get this thing to the truck. Alright guys, there's the exit wound. Who that is, I don't know. One or the other. But there he is.